Today, I'll be reading a memoir called Death Me Not Proud by John Gunther. It is the father's account of his teenage son's courageous fight for life in the face of death during the 15 months he was dying from a brain tumor. We always discuss things a little ahead. In a way, I was experimenting with Johnny as he dreamed of doing with his elements, as artists do with their natural materials. I was trying to create of him a newer kind of human being, an aware person, without fear and with love, a sound individual, adequate to life anywhere on earth, and living life everywhere and always. We would talk about all this as our experiment together. He did his part in making our experiment a success. Missing him now, I am haunted by my own shortcomings, how often I failed him. Think every parent must have a sense of failure, even of sin, merely in remaining alive after the death of a child. One feels that it is not right to live when one's child has died, that one should have somehow found the way to give one's life to save his life. Failing there, one's failures during his too brief life seem all the way to bear and forgive harder. Oh, how often I wish I had not sent him away to school when he was still so young that he wanted to remain at home in his own room with his own little things and his own parents. Oh, how I wish we had maintained the marriage that created the home he loved just so much. How I wish we had been able before he died to fulfill his heart's last desires. The talk with Professor Einstein, the visit to Harvard Yard, and the dance with his friend Mary. These desires seem so simple. How wonderful they would have been to him. All the wonderful things in life are so simple that one is not aware of their beauty until they are beyond touch. Never have I felt the wonder and beauty and joy of life so keenly as now in my grief that Johnny is not here to enjoy them. Today, when I see parents impatient or tired or bored with their children, how I wish I could say to them, but they are alive. Think of the wonder of that. They may be a care and a burden, but think, they are alive. You can touch them. What a miracle. You don't have to hold back sudden tears when you see just a headline about the Yale Harvard game because you know your boy will never see the Yale Harvard game. Never see the house in Paris he was born in, never bring home his girl, and you will not hand down your jewels to his bride, and will have no grandchildren to play with and spoil. Your sons and daughters are alive. Think of that. Not dead, but alive. Exult and sing. All parents who have lost a child will feel what I mean. Others, luckily, cannot. But I hope they will embrace them with a little added rapture and a keener awareness of joy. I wish we had loved Johnny more when he was alive. Of course we loved Johnny very much. Johnny knew that. Everybody knew it. But loving Johnny more. What does it mean? What can it mean now? Parents all over the earth who lost sons in the war have felt this kind of question and sought an answer. To me, it means loving life more, being more aware of life, of one's fellow humans, of the earth. It means obliterating, in a curious but real way, the ideas of evil and hate and the enemy and transmuting them with the alchemy of suffering into ideas of clarity and charity. It means caring more and more about other people at home and abroad all over the earth. It means caring more about God. I hope we can love Johnny more and more till we too die and leave behind us as he did the love of love and the love of life. When Johnny died, nature took note. There were violent squalls of hot wind, the apartment building rattled that night, and the windows shook in their steel casements. The day of the funeral was a wonderful, peaceful day, warm, and with the sky very blue, clear and high, and without a cloud. The whys of this story. Why Johnny should have been struck just in that part of him that would have been most fruitful. Why his clock should have broken just at this particular time in his life. The why above all whys, which is why any child should die. The whys and wherefores of the celestial bookkeeping involved. If any, I will not go into there. There are other criteria for measuring a life as well as its duration, quality, intensity, but for us, there is no compensation except that we can go to him, though he cannot come to us. For others, I would say that it was his spirit, and only his spirit, that kept him invincibly alive against such dreadful obstacles for so long. This is the central pith and substance of what I am trying to write as a mournful tribute, not only to Johnny, but to the power, the wealth, the unconquerable beauty of the human spirit, will, and soul. Thank you.